Hello there, General Techno here with yet another video review! This one is by request, kinda. When I did my review of the Leader Class Megatron, I believe, somebody requested that I also do a review of the Beast Wars Terrorsaur figure. Sadly, I don't have the original Terrorsaur, and I have no plans to get it, so I decided to do the next best thing and review a Terrorsaur I do have. The original Transmetal Terrorsaur from the Beast Wars line. Terrorsaur, as you can see, turns into a cybernetic pterodactyl. He's got gold chromed vacuum metal plastic, which, on the one that I have, actually has held up very well. I wonder if it's because of the gold, but I don't really see any flaking on it, which looks pretty good. Anyway, from the side, you can see he's clearly a Terrorsaur. Excuse the pun, which is in his name as well. He's got his wings, which can move up and down for flapping. You can also adjust the wings by moving these pieces here, up and down like that. His beak opens and closes. This piece here moves up and down. Neck moves. And as for the legs, there's a mode that I like doing with this guy where I put him down like this, in a bit of a sitting position. Another thing you can do is you can also unclip the legs from here and put them in some poses. I'm not going to show that off, but his feet also open and close there. Now, like all the Transmetals, Terrorsaur has a third mode, so to speak, whereby it's a bit of a transportation mode. His is a bit of a VTOL craft. You start by folding these pieces up here. You fold these pieces back. Let's see if I can remember how this goes. I believe it's you fold these pieces back and these out. And these out. Apologies if I'm getting this wrong. I haven't done this in ages. And the engine's out like this. And this gives you his hypersonic. I think this might actually be how it goes. But anyway, either way, it's some sort of hyper-advanced, supersonic, advanced jet of some sort. I'm not going to dwell on it much because there isn't really much to it. It's not like Transmetal Waspinators where it turns into practically a fighter jet. It's pretty simplistic. Anyway, for his robot mode transformation, or rather, first I'm going to just do a quick scale comparison to the tailless rat trap, or should I say repeat rat trap, since he's missing his tail. Anyway, yeah, there he is. This is the deluxe. This is the basic. So deluxe-wise, he's not too bad size-wise as a deluxe. Anyway, to transform this guy, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to start by taking off the wings right here. You can leave them on as well. I'd like to leave them on myself, but the instructions have them taken off. Anyway, we're going to take the beak and we're going to fold it up back like this. We're going to take the legs and fold them down, straighten them out, and we're going to fold them together like so. This entire assembly is going to fold down. The head is going to fold up, and we're going to fold it into like so. Lock at the end. We adjust these pieces up here up. Get the hands adjusted. And presto! That's pretty much it. Just pull these pieces at the back out of it. And yeah, presto, Transmetal Terrorsaur. That's all there really is to him. A very simple transformation. Not as simple as his original basic, but still simple, but yet it's a very good Pteranodon transformation. One of the best in my mind. Anyway, so yeah, you can see that from the side. This is what he looks like from the side. The back. You can fold this piece down as well. This is optional, but the instructions when I had them didn't have it folded down, so I never do that. He's got his Energon chip on the back here, which, like the G1 rub signs, allows him, if you put enough pressure on, to reveal the faction symbol, in this case a Predacon. This isn't showing up too well. Head sculpt, it's pretty good, as you can kind of see. It captures the character's likeness very well. His weapons here, as I said, you can leave them on the wings, which looks alright, or you can put them in his hands with these little pegs here that plug into the little peg holes in his hands right there. They stay in really well, and they look alright as weapons, too. Posability-wise, this guy is one of the Beast Wars figures, so he's got a lot of ball joints. He's got ball joints that move in like this, and 360 degrees. His elbows move at 90 degrees range of motion. Head is on a swivel. It turns 360. This part here likes to pop out. Ball jointed legs there. 90 degrees range of motion. The feet move open. The back part pieces move open. So yeah, for Beast Wars figure and for just general Transformers figure, posability is very good. Biggest thing I don't like about this guy is he hasn't aged too well joint-wise, which is partly because of the fact that, well, when we used to play with these guys, they lost limbs a lot thanks to the ball joints. Not because they popped off of them, but because they got a lot of battle damage during playtime, which would result in them losing limbs. That's probably contributed to the really loose ball joints, which makes it hard for them to hold poses. And, oh, another quick thing that moves, although there doesn't really seem to be a purpose, this panel here can move and pop up and move up 90 degrees. I don't think there's a purpose to that. If there is, it escapes me. Anyway, yeah, he's one of the best Pteranodon robots out there. He's got a very good robot mode. I think that this guy still ranks as my top pterodactyl. I don't have my swoop down here from Animated. He's in another room, but if I was just to compare them next to each other, they both look great, but I think that Terrorsaur, though he shares a very similar transformation to Swoop, he's still the better figure than Swoop. I think he's the best Pteranodon transformer that Hasbro has made that I have in my mind. Just for some quick scale comparisons before I go. Here he is next to Jetfire, who's currently in my rotation for figures near my computer. Here's another one next to Jetstorm, another deluxe. As you can see, Terrorsaur's a bit short for a deluxe, just slightly, but he does have these extra crests up here. And finally, I'm going to put him next to another well-known traitor who he was pretty well modeled after, Starscream, from the movie line. It's a bit of a pity, really, Terrorsaur never made it into the show with this form. Originally, the plan was for him to be in it, but he got axed in favor of keeping Waspinator in the show, which is a decision that, being a Waspinator fan, I think I'd like, because Terrorsaur by that point had kind of outlived his foil character type usefulness. And they brought in some more interest, and his departure as the traitor who was the obvious traitor in the Predacons allowed them to bring in a lot of more dynamics, with Tarantulas' on and off treachery, Quick Strike's occasional betrayal, Black and Arachnia's worminess. There were simply too many traitors to play around with, really, when you think about it. And Megatron needed a dumb, expendable character. So anyway, Beast Wars Transmetals Terrorsaur. Great figure. If you can get him, get him. If you can get one of the Armada versions even, get him. He's an awesome mold. This is General Techno signing off.